So today is day number 4 of the road trip, and we're just about to leave Oxford. We're just going to get a Wetherspoons breakfast. So anyone who isn't from the UK, Wetherspoons is basically a chain of pubs. I suppose they're pubs, but they do reasonably priced food, to be fair, and the quality of it isn't that bad in terms of what you get what you pay for, basically, but it's half decent for what they actually charge. So we're just heading off there to get some breakfast or early lunch, and then we're heading further up north, and the next stop is just outside Manchester. So okay, so it's midday and we're still in Oxford. We've been basically on the hunt for a dash mount, so we can film the journey and film like Rob and I having a bit of banter in the car along the way. And annoyingly, I've got a dash mount, but I left it at home. I thought it was in the car and it wasn't. So we've been hunting high and low in London and around Oxford to try and find just another sucker or a dash mount or anything for the GoPro or one of the other cameras. Tried multiple Argoses, tried camera specialists in London, went to Maplin, and we've just popped into Currys and PC World, and they come up trumps. We got the sucker. That's like a magnetic thing. That's like a ball joint, so we can obviously change the angle. And this is like an extension pole, so if we needed to raise it for any reason, we could obviously make the mount higher. And also got a connector, so it works with GoPro as well as this camera that I'm recording on. So should have just gone to Currys in the first place, and surprisingly what I've purchased there was a lot cheaper than the same product on Amazon, which, yeah, good work Currys. It's I wasn't expecting to, number one, find a number of options there, and obviously cheaper than Amazon, so very happy. On our way up to Manchester. So for any of you who don't know the history of Stratford-upon-Avon, it's the birthplace of William Shakespeare, so a lot of tourists come to visit for that reason, and there's a lot of reference to Shakespeare and his theatre plays and scripts and everything around here. So So we've just arrived in Liverpool. Neither of us have been to Liverpool before, so when we went through one of the tunnels, and then as we emerged and all the architecture was there, it's absolutely stunning. But we've just driven along to Albert Dock, which I believe is where they used to film This Morning from. So when the weatherman done the weather on This Morning, he used to jump around like on an island out on the water. I believe that's where it was. So we're just going to head over to Albert Dock in a minute, which is just behind us there. But we parked at the shopping centre. I don't know what it's called. Liverpool 1, I think it's called. And everything's still open, so we're going to have a quick wander around, try and find something to eat, and then eventually make our way to the hotel, which I think we're staying in Wigan tonight, aren't we? Which I think is about 45 minutes, an hour from here. The traffic up here hasn't been that good, so hopefully it's a relatively clear run. So many shops here. Jamie's. Enjoying Liverpool?
Yes.
Don't be so staged. Are you enjoying Liverpool?
Yes, I am.
Yes,
Very
you are.
nice.
What do you think?
The architecture is lovely.
I don't like it. Keep on moving, keep on moving, keep on moving. So we just went to TGI Fridays in Liverpool 1, and when we arrived it was relatively quiet, so we wanted to sit outside because it was a lovely, well, it was the afternoon at that point, almost evening. So we asked if we could sit outside. It wasn't a problem, but there was a short wait. She asked us to go sit at the bar, and she'll call us over when our table was ready. Anyway, we seemed to be sat there for what felt like, I don't know, it must have been pushing 45 minutes, if not an hour. And by that point, people were coming in, it was getting quite busy. And then they started dishing out the little buzzers. So when your table's ready, your buzzer goes off, and then you go up, get served, and basically they show you to your seat. So we were like, something's not right here, because there was tables becoming empty outside, and it seemed that the people that were coming in after us were getting the tables. So we went up and we didn't complain, we just went up and said, really sorry, but we've been sat here for a good 40 minutes or more. Do you know when our table's going to be ready? And the girl was really apologetic and said, I'm really sorry, but what number were you? And we're like, well, you never gave us a number or a buzzer, you just said that you would come and collect us when our table was ready. So she was really good, and she apologised and took us straight to a table inside, because all the ones outside at that point were taken. And she then must have went and had like a quiet word with her manager, because shortly after, her manager come over, again apologised to us, and brought up one of the bar staff, got us drinks, and said for the inconvenience as well, he would adjust our bill at the end of the evening. And then from then on, the service was spot on. They could not do enough for us. They kept on every time they passed by our table. Could they get us anything else? Any drinks? The food was quickly delivered, and it was piping hot. It was obviously just fresh out of the kitchen rather than being sat under the heat lamps for a while. So it's just an example of how, when things are wrong and members of staff do slip up, and everyone's human at the end of the day, they can be made right, and we were more than happy. Like, we weren't in a particular rush. We just basically wanted to sit down and have our meal, and yeah, they adjusted our bill at the end and reduced it by 25%. So I mean, couldn't ask any more than that. And yeah, compared to the experience that we had the other day at the London Dungeons, it just goes to show how, when something does go wrong, how the correct customer service can make it all okay and make it fine. And we were more than happy when we left, more than happy. So I think Rob's in the background there. He's creating spheres with his like an app he's got on his phone, because he bought one of those VR headsets. He's trying to get as many spheres this weekend as possible. So, did you get your sphere? Did it work? Have a look.
They got a bit blurry around.
It's probably because it's night time. Yeah. So we're just going to head back to the car, and I think it's we done like a Google route planner, and it was about 44 minutes to Wigan. So yeah, hopefully this time of night, I think it's about 9 o'clock, the roads should be relatively empty, no traffic jams like on the way up. So yes, but really impressed with Liverpool. Like Rob just said, we should come back here another time for longer than literally just the flying visit that this has been, because we're not even staying in Liverpool. So we just said we'd pop in, and do you want me out of the way? We'd just pop in and have a look around and grab something to eat. So yeah, even the car park's nice. Look at this. At our Premier Inn hotel in Wigan. It definitely isn't as modern as our London hotel, but it's still clean and comfortable. That's obviously all you can ask for. It just hasn't got the mod cons, for example, the keyless entry. It's still got the old-fashioned like key with the lock and barrel, and like things like the air conditioning, there isn't any. But yeah, it's good. Can't complain for what we paid. I think this is one of the cheaper hotels on the trip. We're staying in Premier Inn for the whole trip. They're not sponsoring the trip, even though they should, because yeah, every single night we're staying in a Premier Inn. But it was just, they had an offer on at the time, like a summer sale, if you like, and a lot of the hotels were by far the cheapest for what we could find, like the standard of knowing that it's easy to get to and it's going to be clean and comfortable. So just going to charge the camera equipment and get ready for going to the Lake District tomorrow. So never been to Lake District, never been to the Lake District, but driven past it, and yeah, I've heard really amazing things and photos. Like, just Google the Lake District, and you'll see obviously how amazing it looks. So hopefully we can find a few places to get some good footage. And you're casting shadows on me, so yeah, It's not like you're just distracting me off camera and people got no idea what's going on. Rob's just off camera trying to distract me, but I can't show him because he's in shorts, and that's it. Unless I'll show you topless. No. Don't go trying to distract me then with your martial arts.
Martial arts, is it?
So yeah, anyway, that's it for day number... What is it? Day number... Stop that. He's still trying to distract me. What is today? Day number 4. It's day number 4, end of day number 4 on the road trip. So we're going to call it a night. It's been a long day. So see you tomorrow.